Hey guys, it's Evan Chandler back in the building today, and today I have another video for y'all today. Today I'm gonna be talking to y'all about life after high school. So, starting beginning of my high school, I'm gonna talk to you about from the start of my high school year, until the end, and so now where I stand now, because I've been through a lot. So first thing is first is my freshman year. First day of freshman year, I had my own little phone. Well, yeah, I got it this summer of after 8th grade. I had finished middle school, and I got it this summer after 8th grade. And so when I did, I was excited. I was like, because I hadn't had my phone. That was like my first phone. Excuse me. That was my first phone going into high school. And not first, I've had phones before that, but like official first phone, because like all my other ones like either broke, got lost, quit working. But yeah, so I tentatively had my first phone. It was a track phone, which is usually most parents give their kids like track phones. Well, throughout the years, throughout my freshman year, it was not the easiest year, because it was my first year. My first day was pretty good. Just I think over the next 2 to 3, 4 months, in between the 2 to 3 months, I started getting in a lot of trouble. Like, started vaping, started doing all types of stuff. So it's like, when I did that, like, I got in a lot of trouble. And, some people just, aren't the type of people you want to be around. And some people are crazy, because I got myself involved in a lot of drama. Because I would come to school, like, get my lashes done, like, putting lashes on, makeup on. Like, I was a femboy, like, a real, like, flamboyant. Which I still am, but I don't really show it as much, because, like I said, I'm not gonna, like, I don't do the wigs, I don't do the dresses, I don't do the heels, I don't do none of that. Maybe lashes and maybe lip gloss, and maybe my toes, and maybe my toenails and my fingernails. Those are the only two things that I do. However, yeah, that's the only two things I do. But at the end of the day, going through that whole staging process, I feel like that might have been another reason why, not like got picked on, but like, I was in a lot of girl drama. Like, it started my 7th grade year and then continued all the way up till my junior year. And then my senior year, I just, like, everything calmed down, because really everybody in the whole entire school wanted to beat my butt. Not gonna say the A word, but because of the simple fact that I was just going through, like, the phases. I was just going through every freaking thing. Like, every day people were just bothering me. Like, every day, not bothering me, but like, it would be over some drama. Like, oh, Ivan, I heard you do this, or Evan, I heard you did this, or Evan, I heard you said, like, being in that, looking back at it now, since I'm grown, no, like, I look back at it like, that was, what the heck was wrong with me? I'm like, why did I act the way I did? You know what I'm saying? So, like, back then, I was, like, freshman year, I was in and out of ISS a lot. I mean, a lot. I was vaping. I was doing all types of stuff. My sophomore year of high school came around. Best year ever. I enjoyed it. I was still wearing lashes and makeup and perfume and all that, because the end of my freshman year was, oof. But being in my sophomore year was pretty good. Like, I loved it. I enjoyed it. Towards the end of my sophomore year, things started going downhill again. And then I was like I said, I was in and out of a lot of drama, smoking, getting high, doing all that. My junior year, my 11th grade year of high school, first semester was pretty rough. Like, I was in a lot of drama my first semester and of, like, my junior year. And then end of my junior year, no, beginning of my junior year was actually pretty good. It wasn't really that bad. It was a little drama, but it wasn't, like, too bad. The end of my junior year was bad. Now, the end of junior year, when summer ended, it was pretty good. I ended up passing. Starting on my senior year, I got a job. I got a phone, you know, I was talking to all these boys, you know, my senior was going pretty smooth. I got into trouble one time my senior, one time, that was it. Ever since then, I never did. Because I got mad at my teacher, because it was over a test and I got mad at her. But yeah, one time though, really, literally one time. And I was, you know, going through talking stages. I was talking to a lot of boys. I was talking to a lot of like men. Then I found the love of my life. Found the love of my life in around December. I'm not gonna say his name because we're both, like I said, like I told you in the last video, we're both on a relationship break. Which everything's fine. We've been together for 6 months, going on 7 this month. He's trying to get his life together just as much as I am. Adulting, y'all, is hard. That's what I'm saying, life after high school. Throughout my senior year, I was pretty good. I had a rough patch. Like, I will tell y'all, when I first started high school, I had not first started high school, but like my second, going into my second year of my senior year, the semester, I didn't start back until February. I missed the whole month of January. I missed the rest of the month, the rest of the month of January, and half the month of February. And so I finally came back, and when I came back, it was different. It felt weird because everybody was like, where'd Evan go? Like, oh my God, you're back. Where did you go? You know, and so when I came back, it was a lot of work being put on me. And so, like, everybody heard my story. Like, my teachers did, my old math teacher did, like, literally all my old teachers did. Like, literally heard, like, what happened with me. Like, I was just going through a lot of shit. With my parents, I got kicked out. Not kicked out, but kind of, sort of, somewhat. I ended up coming over here. I had to end up calling my boyfriend. I was like, hey, I just got kicked out of my parents' house, I'm not gonna go too much detail. I ended up going to my friend's house just for that night, not to spend the night, just went over, sat on her porch. It was, mind y'all, January is the cold down here in Georgia. Oh gosh, I was freezing my butt off. Like, my feet were numb, my hands were numb, like everything was like numb because I was like so cold. And then so I got up and walked. My papa was coming to pick me up and thinking it was just gonna be for the weekend. So I called my mom, texted my mom, and she was like, and we just kind of got into it a little bit. I'm not gonna say what was said, but I just know, like, we kind of, like, it wasn't really good. And I asked her if I'd come back, and she said no, because I walked out and I made that decision, which is my fault. So a little bit of hers too, but I'm not going to go too much into that because it's really nobody's business. However, when I did get kicked out, like I said, I ended up being over here now. I've been here since January. And I met my boyfriend back in February for the first time when he came over here. It felt amazing. Felt great. One of the best experiences anybody can, like, when y'all talk online and then they live in the same state as you and then y'all end up, like, meeting and shit. So we ended up meeting. He came over here. We hung out, of course. He's so adorable, y'all. He's so cute. Anyways, it's not the point I'm trying to figure out. But yes, he's really cute, though. Best thing that's ever happened to me. If you out here watching this, Jamari, just know, you know, I love you. Even though we're on this break, I love you. But yes, but yeah, so, like, you know, where I'm at now with everything, it's kind of crazy. It's crazy. Graduated. But until about graduation time, well, I came over to his house. Well, came over here again back March. He took me to prom in April. Spent the weekend with him. And then a month later, or 2 months later in April, I was able to spend the night again. But we spent 2 weeks together. And then my aunt ended up passing away. You know, I told you she had cancer. And that's why I told you about this necklace and stuff. Because, you know, some of her ashes are in here. And, yeah. So that's kind of like what I have for today, kind of based off of all of that. But I'm just letting y'all know, life after high school is a different zone. It's not easy. Trying to get a job, being in a relationship, trying to do everything. You just got to get yourself together before, like, you're ready to move on with that person. Like, you have to learn how to just adjust yourself. That's what, like I said, that's what I'm here to do, is trying to work on myself. Is trying to work on me and myself, myself and I. And, but not a lot of people know my story. Well, I'm trying to tell everybody that because you don't know what somebody else is going through. You never know what somebody else is going through. But like I said, this is all I got to say for right now. I will keep y'all updated as much as I can. I probably won't be posting as much because, like I said, I'm starting a job Monday at Popeyes, which is literally right outside my neighborhood. But I'm gonna start Monday, and yeah, I'm gonna start Monday and go from there. So, but yes, also remember, for y'all young workers, when y'all are in high school, do not bring your relationship problems, your family problems, in any type of restaurant company, because you doing that can cause drama and can get you fired. So I advise y'all, do not talk about it at work. Even if you feel like you need to go outside, talk to the manager. Say, hey, I can't be here. Like, I need to go home for the day. Like, hey, I was wondering if maybe I go home today. I'm just not feeling good. I'm just not feeling it today, and I'm not in the mood. Or just stay to yourself all day and don't say nothing. Of course, interact with the customers and stuff and show respect, but you don't have to interact with a lot of people you want to, because you're there. When you're at work, you're there to work. You're there to work your butt out. You're not there to talk to really other. I mean, you can interact with other people and shit, like it's cool to kick it, but you also got to know how to work, because that's what causes drama, and that's what happened to me with my last job, because I got in trouble at my last job. So don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Not gonna explain why, but no, I didn't get in trouble. It's a long story. But yeah. But all right, guys, that's all I have for today. I will probably post tomorrow, maybe. I don't know, because tomorrow I might be doing something. I was supposed to go somewhere today. I don't know if my friend's supposed to let me know. But anyways, that's all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much. Please make sure you like. Okay, please make sure you subscribe, because on my last channel, I had like 13 subscribers and I lost all that after I got hacked. So I need everybody to please do that. Thank you. Bye.